You know, ever since the start of this whole FIA business, been trying to pin down a strange feeling. This fear gnawing at my insides, yelling louder and louder. Yelling that I should delta as far away as possible. Think I finally figured out what it was.
Ah, shit. Hold on. I wanted this shot.
This fear.
Jalo.
Demons of your past come tugging at your balls?
Tenacious, the motherfuckers. Some stories don't get a happy ending for the credits roll. Leaving questions you're never gonna find the answers to.
Aww.
Questions you'll lug around till the day you croak.
You could tell he's being real when he's not wearing the
Better
shades.
believe it.
Because they're constructs that appear on him whenever he feels like having them or not. They're an emotion.
Can turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy, you know. Dwelling on past mistakes.
How do you mean?
You try so hard to run away from them, you forget you're going around in a neat little circle. Heading for a head-on.
And fucking bam.
Exactly.
One way or another, shit always ends up fucked. First Saburo, then Yorinobu, now Myers. Got a knack for getting in dangerous peeps' ways, you know? For real, though. How's it feel, you know? With all that's gone down.
$50-50, huh?
Zeroed plenty of people, but with her, I just couldn't find it in me.
Had a tomb during the war. Cole. M9 shredded him, was bleeding out in my lap. There I am, holding his stomach, trying to stop his guts from spilling out. Telling him it's gonna be alright. We're gonna get him home. He tells me to let go, and give him a smoke.
So you let him die?
I gave the man his smoke.
Not helping, Johnny.
Not making your life any easier, I know. But thinking about Songbird, about Reed, finally starting to see why I did all the shit I did. Why I went AWOL during the war, then set off on the warpath against Arasaka. Why I called Carrie a fucking pussy so many times. Think I finally understand why, despite all that's gone down, I feel for Reed. 'Cause we're one and the same. Idealists fighting for a cause, blind to the fact that it'll put everyone we care about in the ground. Only thing sets us apart is this faith in the system, in its principles. Except the line between believing in an ideal and being plain naive is, well, pretty fucking thin.
That's where you're nothing alike. Reed did everything he could to keep Song alive. Sacrificed all, even himself. You, on the other hand,
Guess I was never chasing ideals. Not really. Life. That's what I was running from.
And? Still running?
Does it matter? I'm still breathing. Sort of. Just don't know what the fuck for.
Gotta keep reminding yourself.
I'll start by taking a good look at myself in the mirror. Already know I'm gonna fucking hate what I see. All right. Good talk. Get up.
You know what? Glad we talked, Johnny. You've changed.
For better or worse.
Guess we'll find out. Come on, let's go.
That conversation was the best part of the DLC. That was incredible.
Yeah.
That was super important. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but that is a super important thing. I feel like contextualizing the entire game. Because people die in Night City and it means nothing. You kill people and it means nothing. So when people you care about take priority, and Edge Runners has parts of this, right? Why does it matter that the people you care about are any more important than random blips on the side of the road? David's mom. Who the fuck cares, right? Is it only because you happen to know that person that and you give a shit that they matter a little bit more? And if that's the case, why not just be completely nihilistic, right? Why not just have nothing to hold on to? Because the city always wins. It's pointless. It's hopeless. Nothing matters, right? Why feel so sad for this one girl who had it so bad and got fucked into the situation, and her sacrifice, living or dying, is not something she ever wanted for herself? Why care so much when somebody else just got splatted by a bullet fighting the voodoo boys outside the window? What's the difference between their lives? Right?
Yeah.
Why care? And it feels like this conversation actually acknowledges that. Even when V is like, I zeroed many people, but with her in particular, you feel something. It's like, yeah, so what's distinguishing between those things? And him acknowledging the fact that the ideals you're holding on to is like, you're questioning it the entire time. You're going forward because you're like, I believe in this ideal. That's why. I have a higher idea in mind. That I'm striving towards, but
that idea might be completely absurd.
But there's so much self-doubt in it, moment to moment, that like, who the fuck knows? But you still do it anyway, is super important and humanizing. Because yeah, what the fuck reason is there to not just be completely a piece of shit, evil nihilist? Fuck it, get yours in this world. What reason is there? Right? It's an overwhelmingly oppressive thing. There is no hope of like having life thrive outside of the corporate environment, right? Just trying to find your little pocket of happiness. I guess you can go for that, but who's to say that? But like, if like for what? For seconds before it just crushes you, you know? That's super cool. I like that a lot. I like actually taking a second to acknowledge that. And it is like every time we have those, even those moments of like, okay, you're playing an open world game, you bump into someone on the street, haha, LOL, open world, funsy onesies, Grand Theft Auto, right? But I can't speak to Grand Theft Auto, but in context, of course, what does life mean in any of these settings? I always do kind of wonder about that, and I go like, is it just ludonarrative dissonance or in every situation? Are we going to have that moment of like caring about the characters during cutscenes and like fucking Tomb Raider, you know, trying to survive, and on the way to escaping, she kills 1,000 fucking islanded, you know, cultists, or Nathan Drake just wrecking an army on his own to escape from a situation. You know what I mean? Like, there's always that level of like, what does life actually mean? And I feel like this acknowledges the amount of exploding heads per minute in this game is insane. And there's a lot of bad people out there. And, you know, whether you feel good or bad about it is like, it's up to you, I suppose. But, like, is there anything above that? Is there any reason to? And, like, spending time on that struggle in particular, I find is one of the most interesting things about this setting.
That's fair.
It's so hopeless.
Yeah. And then you get the proximity to it, and then you start caring. It's happening like right in front of you, and it's connected to you. So now you care. Whereas if you had no attachment, if it was a continent away, you might not even bat an eye. And there's some kind of absurdity in it, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just the idea that like everybody is going through their own version of this, where when they're like, well, it's the David Martinez bit. It's like his mom just getting fucking packaged, and here you go, cash in, cash out. Like life is so cheap and meaningless that like you question, why even invest in anyone to begin with? Why even why even get connected to anybody? Why even form a bond or a friendship of any kind, knowing how completely meaningless it is in the end, And is there any, and like if you're looking at Johnny in particular, where you're like you're willing to follow your ideals through to an end that absolutely is going to have victims here. You're being used by people as well, and like in the end, is it just the symbolism of the fact that you dropped a nuke inside of a corp? Is it just the idea of it? Not to mention, again, the part where you're like, if you're just going by the numbers, you're like, yeah, there's humanity threatening AIs out there, right? As well. This is like, it's like humans are garbage enough to each other in this hyper capital fucking oligarchopolis situation, and then there's also the demons. Like it's bad enough with one, and then there's the other as well. You're kind of just, the whole time you're playing this game, I feel like that's a burning question inside of me. I don't know, that's a really fucking interesting conversation, I find.
We, our scientists, are still getting the procedure prepped for you. In the meantime, expect payment to transfer soon. Compliments of President Myers and the FIA. We managed to recover Alex's body. She'll be spending her eternal rest at home now. But given recent history, I thought it only right to leave a little memorial for her at Night City's Columbarium too. I thought you should know, in case you'd like to visit her someday.
You could actually hit BRB on that.
Thanks, I'm wondering how long it's going to take before I can think of her without my throat clamping shut, till I only remember the partner and the friend, but my mind, it's still all static. That's the job. No, I respect you and Alex too damn much to dismiss her sacrifice so easily. Listen, I was hoping we could have a word. Swing by the basketball court. You know the one. I'll be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's go see. I am, what was I gonna say? I had one last thought that came to mind. Yes. I'm, like, so curious to see, like the setting is here, and, like, CD Projekt is, like, massaging it, and like writers are writing in it, and it's not the world that they created, certainly. But I'm so curious to know, like, where I guess where the main plot is gonna go, and like, are they going to have any sort of ideology or message, or is there anything that they're going to deliver about a world that is so hopeless before the real credits roll? I'm on the edge of my seat to see like what the writing in this game has to say about the world that it's in, because it is very, very easy to just be like, you never know what the author of a world is going to have to say about the world they've created, right? But I'm always curious to see like what's your takeaway, right, when you have this. And I'm like, I'm somebody who likes ultimately to I'm ready to hear whatever conclusion you draw, as somebody who's like, I don't think it's stupid to be optimistic. I think that you can be in a overwhelmingly everything is fucked situation, and if your optimism in that situation is like, enjoy what good there is when it happens in the moment, appreciate that, then okay, that's your message. You've lived a life that thinks that's worth sharing. But I want to know that there's a message that they think is worth sharing, and I'm waiting to see what that is. You know, it's really like.
It would be disappointing if you didn't say anything about it.
No, it's more just anytime I see a setting that is just fucked and there's nothing else to it, I always kind of want to know. Like, have you seen The Road?
The Road.
The movie The Road, about the father and son in a post-apocalyptic setting.
I don't think I have that.
Okay, it's very good. It's extraordinarily depressing. And it's one of those settings where you're like, is there anything good to this? Is there any point? You know, is there anything? And, like, it's one thing to establish the world, and then it's another to tell us what you think of being a human being in this setting, you know, and what that means. And so I'm edge of my seat for that in this game.
Yeah, okay. I wonder what Reed will have to say.
Oh, let's pay some respects to Alex.
Fourscore and 7.
21. Fucking cyber gun salute.
Smart guns only.
Hey,
Grab a seat.
how's the game? Brings back memories. Just no iron between the ribs this time, please.
I already decided I won't kill you.
Aw, so sweet.
I called you because I never got a chance to thank you. We did what we had to. Show me or live. Good work.
Garbage. Where's your D?
So what about Somi? How's she doing?
The changes in her nervous system. Entropic breakdown. They were too far gone. The Matrix didn't take. So now it's storage, being kept for you.
Oh.
We had to resort to alternate means, but Somi will live.
Okay.
I believe she might even return to active duty.
Really?
You can
So
walk the
Somi
fuck
had it
out.
right all along. Myers will never let her walk free, will she? Lose her only point of access to the Black Wall?
What's important to me is that she's alive.
Why?
At what cost?
What price or purpose? If you can't reverse the erosion of her psyche, if she can't go back to being her old self, then
Yeah, there's a
And what have we done?
degenerescence there.
We helped her is what. As long as she's alive, there's hope.
Are you extending her suffering?
Hello?
Come on.
Earth to V?
Earth to Reed.
what if... Reed, what if the best option was to let her die?
You know, I envy your ease. The ability to second-guess everything you've done. Your habit of doing so.
Try it sometime. Might discover something wonderful about it.
I spent 7 years on what-ifs and coulda, shoulda, wouldas. I think that's enough. We're of different worlds, V. Different worlds with different rules. Mine allows for no mistakes.
That doesn't mean you have to fucking lie to yourself. Or feel good about objectively bad things.
So, next move in this
Even
lame
if the
game
outcomes
plan?
are the same.
Myers has summoned me back to Washington. Langley or Glenclose probably my next post.
Desk job?
To start, for a while, plucking promising operatives out of a pool of new recruits.
understand. You hate this gig, but your head's so far up Washington's ass that you don't see it.
What else is wrong with me? Stockholm Syndrome?
Nah, don't need to be any sort of specialist to see you're in deep, deep denial.
Bingo.
Rosalind used you 7 years ago.
Not walking
Used you
away
again.
right now makes zero
gonna
sense.
Sit on your hands till she plucks you out of the freezer again?
That's the job.
Fuck, Reed. Should go corporate. Not really any safer, but the pay's sure as shit better. At least you'd have a career to show for it. All right. Take care, Reed.
I'll drop you a signal once our neurosurgeons are set. Take care, V. I'm gonna hang back a little.
Still in it.
I was gonna say we're not gonna hear from him, but mission says otherwise.
That is interesting. I thought we were going to talk about Alex, actually. But we did get the SoMe update.
Nothing mentioned.
No. Did I? Here. Leave a little memorial at Night City's Columbarium. Where's that? I don't know where that is. Would that be somewhere on the journal? Somewhere that we could identify as a side objective? Sure. Up the hills. It's hidden. It's just there. I see.
Night
Excuse
City
me.
Hills. That's where I wanna be. Living in Night City Hills.
Alright, let's see. Northeast. Let's see where fast travel takes us.
Well, somewhere around here.
Gotcha. Oh,
Okay. Unknown number. What's going on? You will see a netrunner who will decrypt the chipset. You are acquainted with another, a fact we deem non-insignificant. Your compensation and pledge of secrecy have been taken care of. You will obtain a functioning device from her, a lethal miracle of technology. In exchange, the device will stream data to us. This will not affect your life in any way, or rather your attempts at staying alive. We have transmitted coordinates.
let me read the first part. V, we know you took some interesting items with you from the Heart of Darkness, prototype crafting blueprints developed in Cyberpunk, a rare chipset with even rarer anomalies. Ah, this is the, the Militech thing I picked up. Worry not. We do not intend to take them back. On the contrary, it's encrypted with symmetrical algorithms that predate data crash. Is data crash the Bartmoss program? Probably. Potentially.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like it could be, yeah. In the old net days.
Okay. Well, I don't know who the fuck talks like this, but you will. Uh-huh. And what else?
There's no catch. You will grant us access to data from your reality. In exchange, you will acquire technology that will allow you to better use the time you have left. It is a generous offer.
All right. You just want, please submit your metrics, however you use this experimental device. Just tell us how it's going.
Accept the cookies. Come on.
Accept the cookies. Show us the click allow all. You know, no, don't just click legitimate interest. No, don't just click, you know, required only. Just say save settings. All yes. That's it. That's all. No problem. All right. Well, first things first. Over here. Okay. I mean, how is that not just like Militech themselves being like, "Hey, you found our shit. Tell us how it goes."
We were too afraid to use it ourselves, but you know.
If your head explodes, please make sure that we can, you know, retrieve the video footage. Encode an MKV, not MP4. If your head explodes while you're encoding an MP4, then the video is corrupted immediately. But in MKV, we can recover everything up to the second of transfer. Very important.
That's awesome.
V, in our fair district, are you?
Hey, yeah.
We should talk. Face to face.
Oh.
Could it be a gig coming my way?
Far better. I see a blank page in Night City's Chronicle. Your name is on it. The page and I await at the Heavy Hearts.
My, aren't we confident today?
Okay.
Okay. So it looked like it was... Let's zoom out. Big circle right here. Oh. Oh, what if it's fucking Grok trying to ask you to send over your metrics?
Oh, no.
What if it's Siri? I see. Yes. Oh, here! That's what this area is. Okay, I've been here a couple times.
Oh.
I didn't know what it was. Perhaps because I'm unfamiliar with the word columbarium. But is that a descriptor for a large memorial?
Final resting place, I guess.
Whoops.
Where you can put ashes or bodies behind walls.
Like a morgue? Is there a specific use to that term as opposed to...
Well, let's just say you wouldn't, like, go visit your family's remains at a morgue.
No, certainly not. That's where you go pick them up, and that's a much more clinical environment.
Exactly.
So a columbarium is for public memorial.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But specifically for ashes?
Ashes or bodies, depending on the location.
There's the Militech one.
So somewhere marked, like, with...
Well, are these interactable? No, they don't seem to be.
This is a big area.
It is a pretty big area.
Evelyn Parker, what the heck?
She died valiantly fighting the system. Wow. Okay. Okay, so just text on... Yeah, okay, I see.
Arthur Jennings, committed to the corpo, loyal until the very end. I think there was a Martinez logo on the left.
Was this the dude we worked with? Ooh, there's a lot of...
highway.
Hey, just fuck off. Rebecca!
I regret not finishing our conversation. Hey, where's the columbarium? What are you doing? Who is this?
Rebecca, I regret not finishing our conversation.
NCPD! Police!
That doesn't...
Okay, Karen.
Is that something Rebecca said?
Or is it a message to her?
Oh, from Lucy?
Pilar Dorio Maine.
Oh, you were the only
family
family I ever had. Damn. Okay. That's pretty good.
Sheesh.
David Martinez, you didn't take me to the moon, but you were there with me. Okay, yeah. We're reading all of Lucy's.
Gloria Martinez, you were right. David reached the top of Arasaka Tower.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. That she remembered.
Andrew Wayland. He tried to shape reality at a lethal cost.
Yeah. I mean, given the way the whole story plays out, like, she is the most just fucking compartmentalized one. A number. So that's quite nice. Antonio Perales, beloved friend and brother. Might have to pull out the notes doc to remember some of these names.
Nick Ford, beloved friend, brother, and a good man. He was taken too soon.
Ryan Adam Webb. I'm a rocker boy.
Yeah, I don't think we've met like all these people, to be honest.
I don't recognize some of these names, but then again, there's a lot of NPCs and a lot of missions. Sid Mead, creator of Worlds. What the? That's a real person. That's what the fuck? Hold on a minute. Wait a second.
So some are real people?
This guy designed the Turn A Gundam. What the fuck are you doing here? Yeah, get out of here, Sid. You didn't die in 2077.
Roy Batty. All these moments will be lost in time like tears in the rain.
Okay. Alright. I'm getting taken for a ride. Alt!
Never fade away.
Robert John Linder. Son of a bitch who never gave up. A legend among legends. Let's go, Alt. She technically didn't die. You know? Where was she during that last mission, though? I'd be curious. Oswald Forrest, he thought he could get away with anything.
No, he got what he deserved.
Who was that?
That's Woodman. Porno dude. The guy who hired
Big guy?
Evelyn and sold her off.
Big guy, yeah, big man. Yeah, okay. Not Ripper Doc. Yeah. Lucius Ryan, a great man of the people. Mayor? Was that the mayor's name? Was Ryan? No.
What was his name again?
Lucius Ryan. I feel like that was the mayor's name.
Yeah, before Holt or whatever?
Yes, that's the former mayor. Yes. There you go. Okay.
Oh, the tarot thing.
Yeah, that's what I came here for off camera before. So, did I miss hers?
No, there are many flashing things around.
I'm very sorry.
Oh god, you want beef again?
You see flashing things?
Well, not flashing, just like the...
Oh,
things
yeah, we did all the main stuff. I wonder if there's, there could be stuff to the side.
You are standing in a place of eternal rest. Lighting candles and spray painting are strictly forbidden.
These ones didn't have text underneath their logos, though. Okay. Huh. Alright. Oh, I guess some do.
Kiwi, you taught me to never trust anyone in NC.
Oh, maybe each one without text is a person that you didn't, like, watch die. Or someone that survived one of your side missions.
I see.
You know? In which case, life does have a value. It's text on a wall in this humongous, giant slab. I just want to find Alex. See what her sentence is.
Not sure what to look for. Dean Russell, his friendship was an inspiration, his love a blessing. Caroline Jablonski, her spirit lives on in our hearts. Bill Jablonski, out of the somber darkness, Aurora announces the dawn.
Jablonskis. Jablonskis.
That name definitely came up.
You got the notes up there? In loving memory of my best friend Andrew, you were a tortoise, but you listened like a person. You were with me when my Grammy explained what was right, and you are a lost memory of a better world. Rest in peace. Ah, Sinnerman. Okay. Okay. Fucking Sinnerman. Excuse me, let me just do a quick sprint. Respectful sprint.
Yeah, running around in the columbarium.
Surprised they wouldn't put the Phantom Liberty one in the main hall, in the front.
Standing in a place of eternal. Lighting candles and spray painting are strictly forbidden.
Huh. Yeah, I guess not. It could only be one of these.
And there's no like mission marker for this, is there?
I did not see one.
No.
He just mentioned you can come here and see it if you want to.
Okay.
Alright, I'm not going to take too much longer. I'm just going to quickly look to see what stands out.
Julia, he blew us away. Julio, he blew us away with his enthusiasm.
Okay. To the right of the entrance, thank you very much.
On an outside one to the right of the entrance. Are there markings? These are the Jablonskis we just checked. Actually outside? Chat? Trying to be respectful here.
Just a little bit.
Extra columns outside that short wall.
Oh, it keeps going.
Sheesh.
Ooh. Oh, we're not gonna find
The
it.
rectangles on the map. Okay, so these things.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna find it. I thought the center for everything relevant, but there's a lot. The one closest to the wall.
Just past it. I'm not sure where that was. Oh.
Oh shit. Hey. Alina Alex Zedakis. Not the retirement you dreamed of, but the kind that fate dealt. I hope you can forgive me, and thanks for everything. With a mask of a different face. Because that's what fucking... oh, man. I don't know about the mask, you know?
No.
Feels like being summed up by the thing that bothered you the most would probably be a bad move. You know? Yeah, you better fucking despawn.
Are you ready this time?
I was just gonna toss a knife and have her run away. Little intimidation. For every 20 punches you throw at me, I make you shit your pants once.
Ask her to choose a wall.
That's dark.
Oh, convenient. Whew. Man, this is just sadness.
I mean, what's different?
Maybe you should just go beat up some scavs or something.
Yeah.
Cheer ourselves up.
Night City, Reggie.
Yeah.
Bust a nut or be depressed?
Why not both?
Yes.
V, it's been quite some time. What can I do for you?
Was told I could count on your help with the behavioral circuit.
So you're becoming my main net runner, huh?
I did receive instructions. My help has been paid for already.
You're my new,
May I see the component? Perhaps I can do something with it.
T-Bug? T-Bug? What was it?
The
Was that
first
right?
one that died? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you know about T-Bug's death?
Okay. Waiting.
Usually, I don't ask customers what they want to do with the tech they bring me. And I will also not ask this time. But this comes from a place that should probably be buried under a fat layer of concrete.
Okay.
The algorithms that run this circuit. I have seen the like long ago. You should not let Netwatch catch you with this. I'm serious.
Alright, let's go online.
Oh. I'll be careful. Thanks.
Hey, I bought Phantom Liberty. You don't tell me how to fucking spend my money. It's just been purchased.
Use the decrypted component to craft a single item. Erebus or...
I can't believe this fucking tutorial. Alright. Let's see, where are you sending? Oh, I just have to craft it myself. Okay. Oh, notes on Lisa.
Oh, that's cool. It brings you to the journal. To
the right to the entry.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, it's just Lisa. Lisa's the name of who is... Yeah, she was a researcher who was talking. So the previous thing when we saw that name come up, that's who they were referring to. The like one of the first persons to discover this. Let's fucking trap Satan in a bottle. Project. Okay, so backing out of that, craft an Erebus or Militech Canto Mark 6.